GTA Online has always offered many pathways to become the worst of the worst, from robbing banks to becoming a drug kingpin and running every MC drug business you can think of and killing everyone that gets in your way. Well, after today, Jim can't do any of that after gambling all of his money at the Diamond Casino. His wife kicked him out and the children are gone, so he's pretty much forced to pay $1 million in child support. And if he fails, well, let's be honest, he's free of his wife and kids. Come on, guys, right? No? Okay. Good ending. He wants to see his children again. So, is cowardly and I'd say way too far afraid to commit actual crimes in his pursuit of money, so he'll have to take any opportunity to get cash as long as it's legal and realistic for anyone to complete. For example, doing stuff like stunt races and weird deathmatch mini games, yeah, not gonna go, and neither are heists. Nevertheless, with knowing the rules set in place, Jim arrives at the Los Santos International Airport and takes his first step into the big city as fate would have it. He got a taxi and went all the way to the casino once again. And immediately spending what little money he had that could have been for food on chips to gamble, which is, I mean, come on, we gotta put our money somewhere, right? I mean, the kids are gone now, so that's like not one less thing to pay for. Yeah, and let's just say his luck wasn't any better at an actual slot machine. Being completely honest, yeah, I kind of lost everything. But instead of jumping off the top of the casino's roof and face planting into the parking lot outside, Jim had a plan. How could I have been so stupid to not notice it before? It's basically just free money. I mean, come on, you're telling me that these people go out of their way to pay you for labor? I mean, come on, it's basically an infinite money glitch, or it's just a job. Either way, Jim's never really had one of these before, so you know what, actually, it kind of makes me wonder why my wife left me and took the kids. But anyway, so we grinded. So we worked at that a little longer and we got ourselves an okay amount of money for a little bit, but it's starting to get a little boring, so I figured we need to do something a lot more exciting. And wouldn't you believe it, Junk Energy was just paying people to jump out of helicopters and whatnot, just to, I actually have no idea. I didn't sign any papers or a waiver or a form or anything, honestly, but I think Jim's a little too down on his luck anyway to care about his own well-being. So after finally getting a little bit of money in Jim's pocket, he went right back to the casino to gamble again. What, you thought a gambling addiction was going to be something easy to get rid of? Yeah, not likely. And of course, naturally, his issue is gambling and not luck, so yeah, he kind of lost it all again. But it was starting to get to be quite a while, and well, Jim Robs here was getting pretty hungry, so eventually we were gonna have to go and buy some food. So we went down to the local 24/7. We only had enough money for a few beers. Actually, no, that was alcoholism, but at least we had our dumpster that we could sleep behind. There was that, so that was nice. And the rats and the cockroaches and Jerry. I can't talk about what Jerry did to me. But anyway, so after that, we finally were able to take a bit of a road trip up to the kayak place where we could actually trip down to the next Junk Energy skydiving trial thing, which would hopefully pay us enough money to eat. We tried that out again. This one was, although a lot more dangerous, but I mean, I am jumping out of a helicopter, so I don't know what else I would have been expecting from that. So once I finally made it into the back of someone's yard, which I'm pretty sure was completely illegal and considered trespassing, yeah, that didn't go over too well with them, so I had to get rid of the evidence quickly. I'm just kidding, she's totally fine. Okay, but seriously, this amount of money we were making wasn't really enough to save for anything, or, well, I guess show for anything. I sent a couple of messages back to my wife showing her that I'm trying at least, but she said that apparently spending all your money on gambling and alcohol isn't very good, so, well, we had to figure out something fast. So we needed a legit job, something that could really pay the bills and pay for some gambling here and there too, but that's not the whole point. What we needed was something legit, and that's where the pizza place came in. You know, I've driven past these pizza places 100 million times, and now we can finally apply and get a job here, and boy, does it actually make a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, tedious is all get out, and it takes forever, and It's kind of RNG and trivial, but I'm completely honest, it's actually not a bad payout. I'm not gonna lie. Walked away with like, I think 20 grand just for delivering 5 pizzas. Yeah, so guys, you're either tipping extra or these pizzas are made of gold. Which again, did that for a while, made a decent amount of money, not too bad. And then we finally took a road trip, and I mean very important road trip, up all the way to Blaine County, up to Route 68 actually, where we went to finally go get some food at the local 24/7 that they thankfully had on the side of the road there. But on my way back out, some weird old guy started yelling at me for something, saying, was it, "You better like and subscribe to this video or else." Yeah, I don't know what he was saying. It was really weird, but we eventually ran away from him, and he even scared the rats away, which is crazy. Oh yeah, I didn't mention this, but I got robbed. My jacket's gone now, so that's cool. But hey, we finally got a little bit of money on us from all the pizza deliveries and the rest of the work that we've been doing and the junk energy stuff, so hey, we bought a car. I'd be lying if I said it didn't take forever to actually be able to afford these things, but eventually I was able to do it, which is great. So I got myself a nice little Frontier, little 4-door off-road. It got the job done. It also came with a light bar on the top, which is pretty cool. But we're going to need this Frontier for what we're heading towards next. It's going to be a bit of a journey, so I hope you guys are ready. Not just any journey, but a journey that changes someone. A journey that takes you through not only thick and thin, high and low, oop and pee, this and that. I'm just making things up now. I don't know, but point being, the trek to the top of Mount Chiliad wasn't an easy one. It was, if anything, maybe even longer than a One Piece arc. Probably not possible, but it was long and very drawn out. And yeah, you imagine that it was long and drawn out. I was actually really surprised how well this thing was making it up the mountain. Being completely honest, I thought this thing was gonna drag out after a while, which, well, here and there it seemed like it, and eventually, yeah, our engine completely stalled on us. The thing actually, and I'm not even kidding, this thing actually just stopped working. I could not figure out why. I don't know if there's like some causes your vehicle to stop working when you get up to Mount Chiliad. I don't know, let me know in the comments. So we had to walk the rest of the way, but that's okay. Jim Robs needs the exercise. His wife was also kind of really too happy about physique, but anyway, that's not the point. What mattered more right now was the freaking cougar attacking us. And no, I don't mean your Meemaw from down the street. No, I'm talking about an actual mountain lion, something that can kill. And no, not your sister's looks, but seriously, this thing actually chased me down for quite a while, but I think eventually it gave up. But luckily, I think we'll get our revenge on him later on. Just a little bit higher, and after a lot more walking, and I mean a lot of walking, finally made it to the top. It's only right that we take a bit of the view in, right? But now that we're here, it's time to do what we came for. Time trial. Yep, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're beat up. We have basically no will to live. But hey, here we are, making it all the way down the mountain, trying our absolute best. It actually wasn't easy at all, I'm not gonna lie, but we finally got that cougar, which is pretty great actually. Hitting every single checkpoint, and we made it. For some real weird reason, I passed out and woke back up on the top of Mount Chiliad, so, you know, pick up a parachute, and honestly, I'm just not happy. So, yeah. Just the trivial doing the same thing every single day, just over and over with no change. You know, I said in Far Cry 3, doing the same thing over and over and expecting change and not getting any, obviously, is the definition of insanity. Yeah, it is. And yes, I'm talking about Jim Robs here. So, yeah, and that's it. The end of Jim Robs.